You alive, my brother.
America. Welcome to sports. In layman's terms. I'm your guy, Willie So-So, and to my right we have
I am Bill Bonds.
Bill
You
Bonds
look like
today.
that motherfucker.
Bill Bonds today. It was Walter Cronkite last week. Stevie Franchise in the building. And to my left we have
A work in progress.
wait for it.
I know.
What?
Go ahead.
A work in progress. Man, I'm always working on myself. And if
Right.
you ain't working on yourself, then what the fuck are you doing? Nobody's PERFECT. Let's get that together right now.
At least you spelled it right.
That was
I went to a.
That's
America. He's
progress.
progress. This fire ass opening.
That was fine.
That's what you had.
Progress.
That's what
I've been working it all week.
Fire. It's fire.
It took you all week to learn how to spell PERFECT.
It is
I spelled it right.
fire.
Did he spell it right?
Yeah, you
Did
did.
I spell it right? Never mind.
Wait, we don't want to. We're not throwing a red flag on that one.
America. Y'all know how we do it around this time. No coach speak, no media spin, just fans at the bar with the drinks, talking the sports, just like you. And we're beaming live from our favorite watering hole, Snooker's Pool and Pub in Livonia. Come on down to Burger Specialist Fire. F-I-R-E.
Oh, man, we're going to have a spelling bee tonight.
Anyway, lots going on in the world of sports. Let's get to it. All right, so the Super Bowl is this weekend.
I'm watching.
This weekend?
I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
mean,
wait.
you have plan to clean out your gutters. So, America, look, here's the thing. We're beaming from Detroit, Michigan. We're Lions fans. So, you know, we are heartbroken. So, a lot of us walking around talking like, yo, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I can't take it. It's too painful, blah, 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 blah. Put your big boy pants on. You know you're watching the Super Bowl. You can still be a Lions fan and still watch the Super Bowl.
Let me actually got a question on that too, though. So you know, a lot of people I've been talking to and shit like that. I'm not watching Super Bowl. The Lions, they got the call to throw the game. Do y'all really think that they got the call to throw the game?
No, they didn't.
A lot of people don't understand
No.
that you can have a bad half of football. People have come back. It was only 17 points. It ain't like they was about 35.
Yeah,
We was on Buffalo again.
we did not. There's no way in hell after 60 years of ineptitude, we decided, oh fuck it, we'll throw.
We're
the
not
game.
gonna go.
No, that's not how this works.
I contributed to mistakes and bad coaching.
That's fine.
They didn't run the ball
and you know
enough.
what? And listen, not gonna rehash it because it hurts too much.
Yeah.
But answer me this: for the people talking like they're not going to watch the game, or they're not motivated to, what if there was only something you could do to motivate yourself to watch the Super Bowl, even though your team isn't in it?
I'm watching it because I like football.
Okay, yeah, you're watching, but we're talking to these people who feel like they're not motivated to watch.
That's most of Detroit.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, I felt that way for a minute, but I found motivation. My motivation, America, for watching the Super Bowl.
Watch Central get their ass kicked.
Well, I wouldn't say it like that. But how I would say it is, I need Patrick Mahomes to get another ring.
Why?
Because while I have ceased to hate the University of Michigan, I still hate Tom Brady. Fuck that dude, and I need somebody else.
Where is he from?
MIC. You know what? I'm not doing this with you.
But if you cease to hate University of Michigan, you can't hate Tom Brady no more.
No. I can't. Oh, but I can.
Okay.
Because that is from years gone by. He doesn't get that pass. He doesn't get that mulligan.
Well,
Franchise.
you know,
What would you say? Because there's one thing that I don't know if anybody wants to say out loud, but we all know what we're thinking. What would you do to motivate yourself to watch a game, franchise?
Buy more squares.
Buy more squares.
Buy more squares.
That's
you know?
one way to say it.
that's why
Buy $5. Just buy a whole bunch of $5.
money on the line.
That's it.
Spend what
Gamble,
you can.
America.
Spend what you can. Buy a bunch of $5 squares.
Gamble.
Give you something to look forward to.
Don't bet the
So
kids' college fund.
No.
But
No.
gamble.
No,
You want motivation? There's your motivation.
You brought up Mahomes, and lately, you know, since Super Bowl week and all the stuff going on, you brought up Brady, and And you two guys' opinion, is he in the GOAT conversation right
Yes. And 3 would solidify it. That's my
now?
reason.
What? How you figure that?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. At this particular point in his career, Patrick Mahomes has better numbers than Tom Brady did at this particular point in his
What
career.
happened in the end, though? Not what you do it from
Well, we don't know what the end holds for Patrick
Okay.
Mahomes, but you got to get to the end. And on your way,
But that's what I'm saying. But then, like I said, he can't be considered into the GOAT conversation yet to me. He
well,
got
I
a
mean,
long way to go.
well, I mean, after what is it? He's been 7 years.
7
8
years.
After 7 years, Tom Brady wasn't considered a GOAT. So I mean,
Nope.
yeah, no. I mean, I get that part,
Oh yeah, that's
but you still have to
I'm just
hit the
waiting.
benchmarks along the way.
I'm just waiting to see how his career is.
Well,
He's
he's
gonna
only,
be passing, the most passing yards in history and all that stuff.
That's what I
He
want
get to
to
the
see.
points, then
no. I mean, if
Great
he gets this one, they'll give him his third.
Right.
And the only other Super Bowl winning quarterback who has 3 Super Bowl rings is Troy Aikman at the time.
Oh,
And-
by that,
that
7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at Troy Aikman had 3. Next going up is Joe Montana with 4, but that was over a longer period of time.
And 9 years.
Terry Bradshaw had 4 too. So I mean,
over
he
10 years.
and that's
So
it. That's it, really, and that's it. Those are the only quarterbacks that have at least 3 Super Bowl wins.
Let's start back at about 3.
Huh?
Start back
Roger
at 3.
Staubach.
Oh yeah, 3.
I don't show it.
I don't know, but
I don't either. I thought. He
but
had
what I do need is at current, I need for Mahomes to enter the chat. Getting his 3rd ring, he enters the chat, and not only that, but we've seen what he does. We done seen this man's work, and he is one of one.
So I'm gonna throw something out here like this. I'm about to cross these things over. So say
here we
Mahomes.
go.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Say Mahomes goes to 10 Super Bowls, only win 4 of them.
See, now he wants to compare him to LeBron.
You
did not. Don't make it so obvious. Don't make it so fucking obvious.
We know what
I mean,
it
would
is.
you
We
consider
know
him
what
the
it
greatest
is.
of all time at that point?
Well,
If you got the numbers?
4 in 10 years, that's Joe Montana numbers. And when you look at what he did,
Somebody tell you 10 Super Bowls.
well, 4 in 10 years.
I'm saying if he went to 10 Super Bowls and lost 6 of them.
Okay, yeah, because the only one that's ever went to.
I'm saying if he did, yeah, because this day and
Brady
age,
was the 10.
I said if he did do that in this day and age with football teams, it's hard with the salary cap to keep the teams together. And if he keeps on going and wins 40% of his Super Bowls, then yeah,
Yeah, yep, I agree with what franchise said.
Okay, this one, no, just
Pretty
remember.
much,
yeah.
pretty much. I mean, and only because it's a different sport.
And he's starting to show.
basketball.
That's
Starting to
too
show
sad.
now with with no Tyreek Hill last year. And
But
he
look
wins
at
it.
look at what they did though.
Yeah,
They gave him some help defensively.
yeah.
So,
And they brought in the drop squad for the wide receivers.
well,
Oh, actually, they're not dropping shit now.
I know they're catching everything.
I
Rasheed
think
Rice.
that
but it's a
Rasheed
it's
Rice.
the defense though that's really doing it for them.
Player props, guys. Rasheed Rice. Watch out.
Put that stick him on his hands. That's what he did.
But dog, Chris Jones, them man, they held the highest scoring offense in the league to 10. They got a field goal at 10 to 10 points.
Again, bad coaching.
I mean, we can call it what we want.
I'm saying, but how many times they would touch that fucking ball the whole game? They would throw that ball like they don't have a run game. I thought that was a bad coaching plan.
Well, I mean, they may have felt that they weren't getting anywhere. I don't know. I'm not rehashing that shit either.
No.
But just to recap, America, Lions fans specifically, if you need motivation for the game, and trust me, this is unofficial advice, gamble. 2, get off the fucking high horse and just watch the game. You know you're going to watch the game. You've been watching the game. Watch the game. But speaking of coaching and our Lions, they're running back. They got the squad back together. Ben Johnson is back. Aaron Glenn is back. And from the presser that Brad Holmes, our GM, gave the other day, it looked like he's going to try and bring back a majority of the guys on the squad.
Yeah,
Which he should.
Linebacker
They're young.
coach, running back coach, and all the special team people.
Players too. But
Didn't that make
What-
a change though on defense?
What they definitely
in the draft at least.
Yeah,
something.
definitely.
This might-
and
this-
shit,
this-
free
this-
agency.
This could be the draft where we pick is a defensive player.
It should be. But what is the expectations that you all have for the Lions next season?
So I'm gonna say this: Ben Johnson really didn't have a chance to go nowhere because in 2 jobs he didn't really want to do. Aaron Glenn didn't get asked to be no head coach. That's why they coming back. I don't know about the special teams because all them guys. I didn't really pay attention to how their coaching skills go, but my expectation is for them to be back at least in the NFC Championship game next year. You cannot bow out that way next. You can't do it.
No, you
I
can't.
don't disagree. Franchise.
Oh,
What's the
it's NFC Championship game or bust.
NFC Championship game or bust? My expectation is Super Bowl or bust.
I was gonna go there, but with injuries and everything like that,
I know it's a lofty goal, and I do reserve the right to adjust it. But as it stands right now, it's Super Bowl or bust because they showed us that they could actually do it. They have the manpower. If they don't do anything, if they trade away all their picks, they don't do anything else. They showed us that they can make it
You know, for them to. But
the big name.
Your expectations, running to get Super Bowl bust, they gotta sure up that defense. I don't give a fuck what you say.
I agree. They definitely need to do better with that. But to be fair, the defense was sort of kind of bend but don't break. And even in the NFC Championship, we didn't lose because like the defense was a sieve. We lost because our mainstay, the offense, tripped over their own ding ding.
yes.
That's why we lost. So now I agree with you. I'm not saying they don't need to do anything, but my expectation is Super Bowl or bust because as constituted already, I know that we're capable of getting to that spot.
We'll see.
Capable, yes.
But we're harping on it. Let's keep going with that. In order, what position group do they need to address? Whether it be the draft, whether it be free agency. Now we know we're talking about the defensive side of the ball, so I mean we're talking about the defensive line, linebackers,
I think
not special teams, but
the
secondary,
first address is cornerbacks. Cornerbacks.
Okay.
Plural.
Both of them motherfuckers got to go. Sutton and
I
Brown.
only need 2.
Even though
but
they
I
had the
think-
one guy hurt all year, but
Yeah.
still don't know what
He
he
was
can do.
supposed to be our cornerback 1 though.
Yeah.
I still don't know what he can do though. We got to see.
Right, we got to see again. But like, if I'm looking in the offseason for a cornerback, and I'm just hoping that Kansas City doesn't franchise Snead,
Oh, Snead.
you know, they got a decision to make. Kansas City, either Snead or Chris Jones. Which
Yep, 'cause
one?
they only hit him with the
Which one
year.
is he going to pay?
Did they just hit him with the 1 year?
1 year deal, and they
Deal, or was it a franchise
Just a
tag?
1 year deal. They changed the numbers.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. And then if I can't get nothing that route, I might look into a team that's always over the cap by $18 billion. Always seems to get out of it though. Is
New Orleans?
New Orleans. Go down there and
Would
get
you bring,
Lattimore. Bring in Marcus
Darius Slay
Lattimore.
back?
No, Marcus Lattimore.
If you had the opportunity to bring Darius Slay back,
Yes. Yes.
No.
I would not.
Yes, I
Because
would.
he's going to get cut by the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, shit. That means we could get him for free.
no.
I one
is Darius
just to
Slay
be
better
fair,
than the 2 they got now?
No, but he would be cheaper and still effective.
Maybe a little bit more, you know, been
He would
around
be
the
cheaper.
He's been around the
He
block
doesn't-
a few times. More experience.
He's older, but he's not going to break the bank.
Experience.
And
Help younger
the
kids.
thing to think about with somebody like, say, a Darius Slay, he didn't want to leave.
He didn't.
He didn't want to leave here. So that might be somewhere where we could get some good work on the cheap. Just a thought. But you want the corner in free agency.
I go to corner if I could. If not, then I'm doing what I can to move up in the draft to get
All right.
one.
Well, what about the defensive line? Edge rushers, interior
That'd be
line.
that'd be my second. My
That'd be
second.
two?
That my second right off the bat is trying to find
That'd be 2 for you?
Yep.
Okay.
The interior defensive line.
It
We
needs,
gotta
you
get
know,
pressure
even
up the
like
middle.
either way, if it's DL, I mean, if it's edge, corner, whatever order it's at,
I think the
as long
edges-
as I'll be happy with our first pick in the draft or major signing in free agency is one of those 2, and we offset it with what we did get in free agency in the draft. I'll be happy.
I can live with Hutchinson. I can live with one edge rusher. I can't live with Hutchinson.
Well, no, we need
We
some
need
help.
somebody on the other
He needs
side.
somebody on the other side.
You need somebody to come up the middle like a Chris Jones.
Well, Aleem McNeil is improving.
He was a stud until he got hurt, and then he came back and did well. He did well.
I think they need another edge rusher, somebody coming off the other end, because now what you wind up having is what San Francisco was trying to get, but they actually didn't quite get there because Chase Young ain't doing shit.
Yeah, who's still mad?
You got Nick Bosa on one end.
Who's still mad that we didn't trade for Nick Bosa? Anybody?
No,
Anybody?
Not Nick Bosa, but
Chase Young.
Chase
Anybody?
Young.
Anybody?
Yeah,
Anybody mad?
But he might have been a good pickup in the waiver wire.
Chase
But
Young
he wasn't getting
some
paid.
money.
I mean, maybe he'll be there this year, but I don't trust him. But they had Nick Bosa on one end, Hargrave in the middle, and they thought they was gonna have Chase Young on the other end. Get us another edge rusher, because we got Aleem McNeil in the middle.
When they picked up Chase Young, I thought they was gonna be wow. Bosa Young, like I say, Hargrave in the middle. I thought it was like, oh shit, it's about to be sack time.
Except for here's the thing,
Bosa ain't
when
doing,
you
Young
look,
ain't know what he's gonna do.
and you know what? He's never really done anything. He came from Washington, where he had Montez Sweat on one end and Jonathan Allen in the middle, and he ain't do shit there. So why we thought he was gonna do something in San Francisco?
He can get double team in Washington though.
Okay, so then Montez Sweat should have done something.
They're not double teaming him.
You know what? There's no need because he doesn't get there.
Don't be shocked if he show up in the motherfucking Super Bowl though.
I will be.
He might have been holding back all this time.
Man, knock it off.
Hold it back.
Speaking of holding back, here's another question. Oh, wait, before I go there, because I agree, I don't have a problem with what y'all said with regards to cornerback or defensive lineman, whether interior or edge. But there's a third thing that I think we need to work on, and probably in the draft.
Kicker.
Besides kicker.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna get an opportunity.
We need to replenish our offensive linemen.
Man, they're not that old yet.
No, I don't know about that. Right now, we don't even know for sure if that man is coming back.
If you had the opportunity to get Kelsey, would you get Kelsey?
Who, no. Jason Kelsey?
Yeah.
No.
He's old as fuck. No.
Still a good center.
No.
I think this team is where they're set up now. They're not looking for older guys anymore. The Lions in the past, like, oh look, we're gonna get this guy. Oh yeah, he's like 5 years past his prime. I think Lions like, no, we're getting people in their prime, not past their prime.
Which is why, unlike with the edge rusher or the corners, whether you could find them in either the draft or free agency, I'm not looking for no free agent offensive line.
Oh no,
give me somebody in the draft. We got 4 of the top 100.
4. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Me
4.
Some beef up the line.
There's a couple of cats out there they'll be ready at 20. They'll be there at 29.
Yeah,
at 29, a kid from Duke might be a person that might look into.
So do that. Not free agency with the edge and the corner, sure. But give me some. We got to keep that old line because that's how we do what we do.
And real quick, I would, not early in the round, maybe 4th round or something, or maybe our second. We don't have a 4th, but maybe our second, 3rd round pick. I might look at maybe getting a wide receiver. There's a couple wide receivers out there that I like that will be available in the 3rd round.
All right.
There's a cat from Western Kentucky, Malachi Corley.
Okay.
I think I like him, and anybody from Washington that's left.
Yeah, I mean, if only we could get Ron Madone.
He ain't gonna be around there.
Right, at all. We know.
Nobody watching you around.
Right. We know. But shit, what was something I was about? I forgot the thought. Fuck it. Let's go on to the next one. So now while we're retooling, who do you all think is going to be our real competition in the NFC North next year?
Green Bay.
You think Green Bay?
I think Green Bay. I think Green Bay is closer than anybody else in the division. I think Green Bay wide receivers are studs already. And another year under the belt, another year under the belt.
I don't necessarily know if they're studs, but they are coming up.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a 3-team race. Lions, Green Bay, and Minnesota.
Really?
Yep.
So, that covers 3 out of 4 teams. Let me make it 4, because I think Chicago.
Stop it.
What they can do.
Quarterback they gonna have.
Listen. Well, if they got any sense, they keep Justin Fields. That's one.
How many sense?
Two, and this is just assuming that they do the right thing. You keep Justin Fields. You take that first overall pick that you got, trade back, get a shitload more picks, get that man some receivers, get him an O-line, and run with it.
What's wrong with doing what Green Bay do with quarterbacks? Keep your number one pick. Still take who's number one there?
Oh, just Caleb Williams.
Yeah, still kick Caleb Williams.
Why
Sit
would
him
they do
down
that?
for a couple of times, for a couple of years, then do like they do with Green Bay with Favre and all them people.
Well, one, because by the time they actually went and picked up a new quarterback, Favre was already established, like super established. And then the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Both of them
Rodgers
had
sat
like
behind that
10,
man for 4 years.
yeah, but because Brett Favre had like 10 plus years under his belt and was still doing his thing. And then the same thing comes along when it's Aaron Rodgers' turn. So no, you don't.
Either way. Well, Fields is a little more experienced. But if you get rid of Fields, you're gonna bring in Caleb Williams and throw him straight to the dogs, huh?
Which I think would be stupid. Yeah, I'm not getting Caleb Williams in the draft if I'm Chicago. I have a franchise quarterback. I get him some weapons, real ones, other than DJ Moore.
You probably won't be in next year, but okay.
Okay, so then let's replenish the cupboards. We got this one gold chip that we could trade in and get like 4 or 5 extra picks from it. Let's do that and go from there.
But sooner or later, you got to cash your golden ticket. You got to do something here.
Yeah,
because generation quarterbacks they don't come around that often.
I mean, and maybe it's me. I don't think that Caleb Williams is going to be the generation.
I don't think
trade Fields. I think they'll take Caleb Williams.
I think that would be a grave mistake.
Isn't there? And there's in the back of the head, Chicago has messed up before.
True.
On their quarterback situation.
Not to be fair, yeah, they've never.
And
there is a very good possibility that Justin Fields is, I'm gonna say, the second best quarterback that Chicago has ever had in our lifetime. And the only person that I'm gonna say was better than him was Jake Cutler.
Jake Cutler.
Cutler's okay. He was all right. Yeah, he's good.
That's the only person I'm gonna say that was better than Justin Fields. And really, that's debatable.
McMahon won the Super Bowl.
McMahon had one good year.
Hey, my man Harbaugh was there.
Hey, okay. Don't bring that up again. Don't bring that up again.
Moving on.
He also was the coach. What's your point?
Right.
All right.
Can you imagine that? That'd be perfect for the Lions. Harbaugh coach Chicago. He has a quarterback, Justin Fields. Fields will be dead by week 3.
He probably sabotaged them because one of them came from Michigan and one of them came from Old State.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Okay.
Moving on.
So let's talk about college sports in general.
College.
Because we're still not ready to talk about NCAA basketball because we know none of you all care until March Madness. So no one can talk about it.
It's a shit show right now, but okay.
Yes, it is. But here's what has happened recently. A loose timeline. NCAA President Charlie Baker proposed some ideas about making a tier system in college sports for like the upper, with the Power Fives, put them up here, then the Group of Fives, then everybody else. It's all money driven.
No, because they're about to be put out.
Well, hold on. Not that they're about to get put out. They're about to fucking walk out, which brings me to the next part of what's going on in college sports, which is the Big Ten leaders and the SEC leaders. Mind you, Big Ten and SEC are roughly mortal enemies, yet they've come together to form what is called, let me see if I got this right, a joint advisory group.
Yes, joint.
Which means what? NCAA, you're getting the hell out of here.
You're about to see an entirely new league. How long y'all think it's going to be before it happens?
Oh, it's going to happen. I can't tell you when, but
I give it about 3 years.
3?
No.
Sheesh. I was going to say 10.
But think about it.
They're pushing
think about it. If you're Big Ten and you're the SEC, if you're the SEC, you made the first move. You made the move. Go get Oklahoma. You made the move. Go get Oklahoma and Texas.
And then you got bested by
the Michigan.
the Big Ten.
The Michigan goes to this. And then SEC goes and does this. Sooner or later, all you're doing is trying to beat up each other. Why should us two conferences do all the work for the rest of football,
Because
college
this is
football?
all
So
money.
they're doing it perfectly. Hey, we'll show you how we're doing it, but you're gonna have to do it. I mean, this is the way how it has to be done because sooner or later, these two are going. Pretty soon, everybody's going to be in Big Ten and SEC, and that's not what people want. It's just
Would y'all watch
I
that
think the Big Ten and SEC got tired of outdoing each other. Then screw it. We just got to join forces.
Well,
And
they
figure out a way.
For all intents and purposes, they've literally obliterated all of the other fucking conferences.
Power.
So ain't nothing else to do.
Power.
But do you all think? You say 3 years before they walk out?
They pushing it, dude.
I don't think it's that
I'm
close.
gonna say 10 years.
Yeah.
Total.
You're being very generous.
10 years. I think with regards to how this new
college bracket works, college football bracket.
Yeah, the college football playoff work with the 12 teams.
12 teams.
That's going to
that starts next year.
Let's realistically, the college 12 teams. How many of them 12 teams gonna be from the Big Ten and the SEC?
4 and 4.
So now you only got 4 other people who can jump in.
Shit, maybe even 5 and 5 because they got the one spot reserved for the group of 5s, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's you're gonna get.
So if you
roughly
got
5 out of each conference, and then the Big 12.
If you got 10 teams from these two conferences, pretty much every year in this motherfucking thing,
that's pretty much what it's
going
to
to
be.
10 years to push the NCAA out the way.
Well, there are money issues that go along with it, and then there's also the issue of NIL, taxes and shit.
The NIL they want to put a cap on,
which is the other thing that's going on in college football. Rick Pitino, legendary pro and college basketball coach, weighed in and said, yeah, they need to put a salary cap on NIL.
I don't mind that. I like that idea.
Why? I definitely think they need to make it they need even
they put no cap on his pipe
because you don't want college football turning MLB baseball.
It's headed that way,
or the old days when the Red Wings where there's no cap in NHL, and every day we were trading for.
And you fucking have the evil empire like the Yankees,
right? You don't want that in college football. You'll ruin it for the fans. You'll ruin it for the students. They won't go to the games because they're like, we got nobody, so why bother going?
What'll be your cap?
Huh? Well, I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
That's above my pay grade. Between 1.5 million and 2.5 million. Now, what I can say is that ain't enough.
No, that's not
enough.
Hell of a cap. I take that cap.
I say
that's not enough.
Maybe I maybe cap it maybe 2.5 to 3, maybe. I don't know. And even that, I'm not really confident that's enough either.
If they were to do something like this, they actually might. But if they were to do it, I think that number starts at 5. It starts at 5. Now, the thing is, you pair that with this tier system that they're talking about, what you wind up having is you got the SEC and the Big Ten and all these teams at the top. That's like 20 to 30 teams. But then there's these other 100 or so teams. Guess what? It's not that they don't have money. They just don't spend it like that. That's where the issue is going to come in. You still have the Big 12, and these cats got money.
So
the ACC, they still got money.
Your NIL cap is pretty much on the players of the Power 5 people, right? But if you're not,
in general, everybody.
That's one situation. But with the tier system that Charlie Baker was bringing up, the higher the tier, the more you're responsible for it. The more money you got to pony up. Which the reason why that doesn't work is because the big schools are always looking to get something for nothing.
Well,
so that's not gonna work.
More like Notre Dame.
Well, see, Notre Dame
that pretty much police themselves.
Which, let me tell it, Notre Dame could kiss my black ass. If you want to be in a league of your own, be in a league of your own.
So how you gonna tell them you gotta put a cap on the NIL?
Because they're not a part of any conference.
That's my point.
So
that's my point.
But you know what winds up happening? If these things go right, they're going to be forced to be a part
They
of
should
a
have
conference.
joined the Big Ten years back.
Probably. But here's what winds up happening. And the crazy part is, depending on the sport, they're actually in leagues. The only one that they're not in is football. But here's what's going to happen. Here's what's really coming down the pipes with that. Because you're talking about power.
Mm-hmm.
The SEC and the Big Ten are going to swallow independence up.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Look at those teams more money than they ever.
Why? How does Notre Dame get to do what they do? Because they have this massive TV deal and they get to play whomever they want. These marquee, win, lose, or draw, they get to play these marquee teams. Well, one of those marquee teams is USC. What conference is USC going to be in next year, franchise?
The Big Ten.
Another one of those that they get to play is UCLA. Franchise, what conference is UCLA going to be in next year?
The Big Ten.
Mm-hmm. So what winds up happening is you either join us or you die.
We'll see what they do.
Simple and plain. Mm-hmm. But what really, really kills me, man, is after all is said and done, what we're going to have, and tell me if y'all think this is the truth, what we're going to wind up having is an official NFL and NBA collegiate farm league.
I think it's happening.
That's already what
right.
College football and basketball league.
Right.
But it's going to be like an official thing.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Talking about power one more time of the teams that that Hank brought up. Oregon, who had Nike money, Nike power.
Where are they going?
Where are they going? They're going to the Big Ten because they know they can make more money in the Big Ten, even though they have Phil Knight in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's going to come down to the Big Two.
Pretty much.
Because the Big Two are done fighting over each other about who.
There's nobody else to take
fight.
over.
There's nobody else to fight.
They got everybody.
Oh, you're gonna grab two teams? I'll see your two teams. I'm gonna raise you two more.
There's nobody else to take over.
No,
all of the big boys are gone.
Well, they still got to swallow some of the ACC boys.
Well, see, here's the
those
thing
are
about
next.
that.
Those are next.
They're next because last I checked, Stanford, who was in the now defunct Pac-12, they're going where?
ACC.
No, they're going to Stanford. Oh yeah, Stanford.
They're going to ACC.
Oh yeah,
Cal as well. That's money. And then what's going to be next is you're going to have
Clemson, North Carolina,
you're going to
Miami,
have the
Florida
ACC
State
holding on, and you're going to have the Big 12 holding on, and it's a matter of time.
I think the Big 12 going to be consumed by the SEC.
No,
eventually.
No.
Yeah.
I think of all that's left, obviously the Big. I think the ACC is the next one. I think the ACC right now is the next one you have to monitor. I think Clemson's trying to get out. Florida State's definitely trying to get out.
Florida State sued them, right?
Yeah. So Florida State is definitely trying to get out. Clemson's going to try to get out, and then soon behind them you'll see North Carolina, Miami. Then after that, after that, who's left?
Let me tell you, there's nobody left right now. But yeah,
those are your big. Those are your power four teams left.
Miami, Florida State. Who's in the Big 12? That's left in the Big 12.
Right, because now the
Oklahoma
State.
Oklahoma's going to the SEC.
Oklahoma
that's
State.
right.
Yeah, Kansas State.
They're not really powerhouses like
Texas
that.
A&M, Texas Tech.
Texas A&M. Wait.
No, Texas Tech.
A&M is in the SEC.
You got Texas
TCU?
Tech.
No.
TCU. They're in the Big 12. TCU's in the Big 12, but
not big enough.
They did that one good year.
You said it was left.
Yeah, but that's my point is there's nobody worth it that's left. It's done. This is literally a simple matter of time. Anyway, America, y'all stay tuned about that. Let's move on to the last little bit because apparently today was the day for the Pistons, our Pistons, to shine. We were the only team today that were making any moves.
Oh, basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, we do that?
I heard another move made today, though.
Hey, you know what?
I gotta look it back up. Well, go ahead.
I got to give it up to Troy Weaver. Because it wasn't for Troy Weaver today and yesterday. No, today. Nobody know who the Pistons are. We're the only team making moves.
No, everybody knows.
We're the only team making moves.
They don't.
Troy Weaver's get out in front of the wagon. He's like, I'm turning this around.
They just don't know. They know who we are.
He's turning the wagon. He's getting in front. He's getting in front of everything. He said, I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna turn this around. He's
but
making moves.
In their defense, Detroit making a lot more moves than anybody else. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Xavier Tillman is going to the Celtics. I saw that move. Somebody that I had never heard of. But the Pistons, they moved Kevin Knox. I know y'all don't care, but they moved him to Utah along with a 2024 second round pick and some foreign dude that none of us know.
Future rights.
For some other dude that we don't know named Simone Fontecchio.
That's how much I'm gonna call him Fontecchio. Fontecchio. You know, he's a search for. He might be what the Pistons need.
Yeah, whatever. And then, not to be outdone by that.
Oh yeah, another move.
They turned right back around later on in the day, traded Monte Morris to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Shake Milton and Troy Brown Jr. Here's how I know I'm getting old. I remember Troy Brown as the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Dreamweaver, doing his magic.
The one year they went to the Western Conference Finals, that 1 year, that was their starting point guard. His daddy, Troy Weaver daddy. Troy Weaver Sr.
Troy Brown?
Troy Brown.
I remember Troy Brown. He used to play.
And I'm lying. That wasn't Troy Brown. It was fucking Troy Hudson. Wrong Troy. My bad.
Wrong Troy.
Scratch that. Anyway, do y'all think that any of this is going to help us immediately?
Hey, man, it's also, damn. I know Steve Adams got traded to the Houston Rockets.
Yes. Yeah, who cares? But,
so Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, again, who cares?
Victor Oladipo used to be a superstar, man.
Used to be until his knee fell off.
He might be making a comeback
next year.
No.
Sir.
But do y'all think that's going to help the Pistons?
NBA Insider.
TBD. I think they want to hold him off to the future. He's still young. I think not immediately. No, I don't think so.
At the end of the day, I still think Lions going to win more games than the Pistons did this year.
Oh God! Don't say that.
But I'll include the playoffs.
Don't.
I'll include the playoffs. I'll give them 14.
Listen, I suck.
I don't know. I don't know if they can win
the
14.
Pistons are going to win 20 games this year. I'm sticking with that. I got to. I need to hope for my boys some kind of way. But y'all, you don't think it's going to help none? Shake Milton is decent. He's okay. But that's really the only person that I really even have a bead on.
Shake Milton.
In these trades. So I can't even say if it's going to help immediately. I'm not sure. I'm definitely in wait and see mode. And with that said, keep this in mind. Trade deadline don't end until 3:00 tomorrow.
So don't.
So 3:00 or 4:00 tomorrow? I thought
3 or whatever.
Whatever. Hey,
stay tuned.
Give the Dreamweaver some more time to wheel and deal.
We'll see.
Because where's Bogey gonna go?
Nowhere.
Where's Killian Hayes gonna go?
Nowhere.
That motherfucker gonna get traded.
For what?
He's the bum.
French fries.
Shit.
I mean,
I get a bag of popcorn.
French fry for French fry.
That's the whole thing about it, man. Now, why they're not shopping Bogdanovich, I don't know.
Bogdanovich will be a Laker. He'll be a Laker.
But somebody like
Killian
Hayes, there's no value for him.
Yeah, but he's a ball hog and he can't shoot.
He's not a ball hog. He's actually, as far as the point guard, the point part of being a guard, he actually has that down pat.
Boy, don't assist nothing.
He don't turn the ball over like somebody else I know on that team. But
come on, he's the point guard. He has the ball in his hands more than anybody else. Of course,
he turns the ball over more than anybody.
Look at your point guards. All your point guards have a lot of turnovers.
Do you watch these games?
No, it's Pistons. Exactly. I don't watch.
If you watch the game, then you know Killian Hayes is a ball hog.
I didn't say that either.
He's a ball hog.
He is not. He is not. And
you got 5 guys on who can shoot the fucking ball.
That is just completely inaccurate. You are telling America a lie. That's not an exaggeration, but it's a hell of an exaggeration.
He still
he doesn't even shoot a lot.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He does not.
Are you watching these games?
He does not shoot a lot.
I see the tickets last year. The motherfucker shoots all the time.
He does not.
No, he doesn't shoot all the time. Sometimes I wish he'd shoot more, but then I see him shoot more and he's not making
No,
shots.
see, the one thing I don't want him to do, because he's clearly proven that he can't shoot, so don't shoot at all. Nonetheless.
Before you do that, I want to go back to something and ask y'all guys a question.
Okay.
NFL.
All right.
What's the guy's name? God damn it. Bieniemy.
Yes.
What you think?
About him not getting a job again?
Yeah. He ain't even got an OC job now.
Well, they left from Washington?
They fired him.
Really?
They let him go.
Huh. No, I didn't hear that. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of that.
Think he pissed somebody off in the NFL?
Possible.
I got two theories on this, and
Okay.
both of them are serious. I'm not even going to try to be funny on either one of them.
Okay.
My first one is that maybe no matter what happens, and especially the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I think Andy Reid steps down, and then Bieniemy comes in, steps in to be the head coach of the
That
Chiefs.
ain't happening, but go ahead.
My second one is that if you notice now around the NFL, look at all the head coaches that got let go or didn't come back. Age. Look around the league. All these teams are bringing in these young cats, 35 years old, 40 years old, maybe tops.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking?
Yes.
That I think the league is like kind of like looking at
Cats are
players.
aging out.
Right. Kind of like where I'm like, you know what? What does a 67, 68-year-old guy know that I don't know? I've been one playing the last,
Eric Bieniemy isn't that old. That's one.
But he's in that same Vrabel area where
Right,
he hasn't got a job.
Which is the question that I would ask. How is it that Mike Vrabel doesn't have a job?
Right. And Vrabel kind of fits that mold where like he's in that young age group-ish,
Right, late 40s, I think.
Right, yeah. But it's like, I think the whole league is looking at younger coaches now.
Do you think his
Younger coaches where they don't have to pay a lot of money.
I don't know how dang who got that job, but he the one that had to release Bieniemy, but Bieniemy had went to visit the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this week before he got released. Did that had a factor to it?
I don't know.
No, because his duties were done as being offensive coordinator in week 17 when the final whistle blew.
Well, see, here's the other thing about that. Dan Quinn is coming in, and I don't know if it's a matter of, he didn't think that Eric Bieniemy was adequate or anything, but you're getting this head coaching job, and you just want to bring your own people in.
Actually, he didn't bring his own people in. He hired the team hired that kid named Cliff
Kingsbury?
Yeah.
The ex Arizona head coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
the offense coordinator.
He's the new offense coordinator.
They say he had a good rapport with what's the quarterback in the draft?
Caleb Howe.
No.
Oh,
Williams.
You're out number one pick this year.
Caleb Williams. So they hoping that
Williams.
they can finesse
Make
their
a
way
move
to that top shot. But like you said, hoping Chicago move out the way.
So you mean to tell me, because what I'm hearing, if that's the case, you mean to tell me that the Washington Commanders have moved from being a shit show under one owner to being a shit show under another? Does anybody remember what the fuck happened with him in Arizona?
Yeah,
Anybody?
not really.
He's going to be
It was
the
short-lived.
offensive coordinator. He's not going to be in charge of everything.
You don't want that guy in your team. You don't want him on your team. I'm gonna have to go have a talk with Magic.
Bieniemy for this guy.
This is
hoping that his relationship with Caleb Williams, because they're hoping to get that number one shot, and hoping his
when he was in college, where is he coaching at?
USC.
Was Kingsbury at USC?
He was the.
Why did I think he was at Oklahoma?
He was not the head coach.
No,
of USC.
he used to be at Texas Tech.
Okay.
And then he went to be the head coach of Arizona, and then he got let go of Arizona, obviously, and then he went to be the offensive coordinator
at USC.
Under Lincoln Riley.
No,
where one Caleb Williams.
I thought he was still in Thailand after he got let go. But whatever.
But he had the best draft room though. The COVID draft. That was phenomenal.
So that is going to be.
I guess that my goal's higher.
Now it is official. America, at 8:43 p.m., February 7, 2024, put a pin in this. It is now official that Caleb Williams is going to be a bust.
So that's the question. Which one's a better shit show right now? Washington or the San Diego Chargers? Or Los Angeles Chargers?
Well, I would have 100% said Los Angeles Chargers up until 5 minutes ago.
It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this
works. The biggest fuck up. We're gonna find out.
Because I know that's gonna be a shit show. I can't. That is gonna be must.
They claim that keep forgetting that man's name. What's his name again?
Who?
The Washington OC now. What's his name?
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury. They claim he's great with quarterbacks.
Is he now? How'd that work out?
They claim. I didn't say me. They claim that.
Yep. How'd that work out with Kyler Murray?
Hey, I don't know.
Kyler Murray like to play video games.
Okay, just asking. Anyway, America, that there is sports in layman's terms. I'm sure you done heard something completely outrageous today. So chime in, let us know about it. You can find us at Gmail at Sports in Layman's Terms. You can find us on Facebook at Sports in Layman's Terms. You can find us on X, Twitter, whatever, at Lay Terms Sports. And of course, we're always here every Wednesday live, YouTube at Sports in Layman's Terms.
Well, you know,
we're going to drink. This for some odd reason, what you just told me about Cliff Kingsbury is driving me to drink. I don't like that. So I'm going to get another
I didn't make the call.
When does sports ever drive people to drink? You know,
every goddamn always.
Lions fans, speak up. Anybody?
This has been Sports in Layman's Terms.
Have a good night, folks.